A few weeks ago, I spoke to Ivanka Trump about her efforts to boost jobs and skills across the country. What's fascinating is that some of the best work going on in that effort is happening at the state level. And one of the most exciting examples is Iowa. Here's my conversation with Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds. Governor, it's great to see you. Iowa, of course, is going to be such a prominent feature in the presidential race, which is hotting up. But it's also got a prominent role right now in the revival of America's economy. Tell us what's been going on.
Yeah, well, it's a really exciting time to be in Iowa because of the pro-growth policies and the regulatory reform and the tax cuts that's happened at the federal level. We've been able to do the same thing in Iowa, and we have a vibrant and growing economy. We have the lowest unemployment rate in the country at 2.4%.
Wow, 2.4%. That is something.
It is. So it's great, but it also presents its own challenges because as I travel the state and I talk to job creators and business and industry, they're very optimistic about the future. They've had 5 years of job growth, 3 years, a lot of times, of double-digit growth, and then they project that moving forward, but they just need workers, and what a great opportunity for Iowans. And so every day we're talking about ways that we can help not only skill up Iowans and help match them with a job, but put that talent pipeline in place with our K-12 school system as well.
So let's talk about some of the specific ways that you're trying to lead that effort in Iowa.
We have apprenticeship programs, certification programs, work-based learning, just really letting students know, most importantly, that there are multiple paths to great careers in Iowa, and those careers exist within their
So is that through the school system? Because one of the things that you hear is that actually there's a bit of a bias within the educational establishment, especially in the public school system, against blue-collar jobs, in particular, jobs that don't necessarily involve a kind of 4-year college degree. That bias can be really problematic. How are you
between that and
that?
The parents and the counselors, it has been. But I say the workforce in the factory floor today isn't the same factory floor that my dad worked in 40 years ago. And so by getting them in the companies, matching them up with the employers, having them talk about
getting who in? What's
the
students? Tell us the details of how
getting
it works.
the students in so they can do apprenticeship. I'll give you an example. We have now a certified apprenticeship program, and what that is it's a partnership with our schools, our community colleges, and businesses, and they can start that as a freshman. It's incorporated right into the curriculum, and those kids have an opportunity to work over the summer at the business between their junior and senior year as a junior to start to see what that looks like. They leave high school with a high school degree, an associate's degree, as well as a apprenticeship program. And here's the big news. This is what I'm most excited about. So these students, the last 2 years of high school, can earn anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a year. We have one young student.
Wow.
Wow, right?
That's
so
really...
that is getting parents' attention.
Yeah.
And what they're doing too is a lot of them, they'll go in as a welder, but within that company they'll decide that they want to advance in their career, and so they'll go back to school. The company will pay for it. They'll get their engineering degree. But the best marketing has been the young student that started in the program, and this is happening in rural Iowa as well as some of our urban schools. He bought a new F-150 truck, and so all the other kids in the school, they want to know what Sam did so that they can
have the same.
Their own truck.
Very
no
cool.
debt. They have a skill. They have a great job, a great career with opportunities for advancement. But that's in computer science, that's in healthcare, that's in culinary. So the program is adaptable to whatever the need is.
And as you look into the future, we hear all the time about automation, artificial intelligence, the rise of technology. It's going to really hurt the jobs market. You know, you hear apocalyptic stories of tens of millions of jobs being destroyed, truck drivers and so on. How do you see that playing out in Iowa? So
same thing with our K-12 system. We need to develop students who are continuous learners and adaptable to a disruptive economy that we're going to continue to see escalate. We have an initiative called Future Ready Iowa with the goal of having 70% of Iowans have education or training beyond high school by the year 2025.
Hang on a second. That's a huge thing you've just said. 70%?
70%.
Of everyone in Iowa?
In the workforce.
In the workforce.
Have education or training beyond high school by the year 2025.
And how's that going to be achieved?
We're doing that through, we call it Last Dollar Scholars, where we work with not only our our K-12, but adults to reskill, retrain. And another component of it is we have an employer innovation fund. So we have different needs in different areas of the state. And this allows employers to develop their own certification program, apprenticeship program. They invest dollars, and then the state will have a matching grant that can help supplement that. So it is a public-private partnership. It's about businesses opening up and being a part of it and helping.
So the individual doesn't have to pay for the training?
No. No, we have.
This is honestly, it's really important what you're saying.
We passed that. You know, it's kind of a little bit of a divisive political environment that we live in today. But yet, last year in Iowa, we passed unanimously the policy, the Future Ready Iowa Initiative, and this year we're putting the funding behind it that will help us actually implement what we're doing.
It sounds like a really good model for the rest of the country.
It is, and you know, it's outcome based, so we can track it. It's 127,700 Iowans is who we have to reach out to meet our goal.
70% having that's really something.
Yeah, and we're starting from a pretty good place, but we still have a lot of work to do. But it's meeting them where they're at, so I'm excited about it.
Well, if there's anything that fits the description of what we're talking about today, positive and practical, it's what you've just described. Governor, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks for your time. Thanks.